I think Israel should be treated as an independent nation and not a puppet of our state.
My friends, you don't need to do nation building in Israel. We're already built.
Ron Paul's position is actually the closest to a Zionist. In one sense, a true Zionist is a believer in two core values of the Jewish liberation movement: Jewish independence and Jewish self-reliance.
The Zionist philosophy is one of self-reliance, among other things. This undermining of the sovereignty takes away their ability to fight.
Ron Paul would never pressure Israel towards premature peace talks or dangerous withdrawals that lead to rockets raining down on us over and over again.
Zionism is based on two basic principles: independence and self-reliance.
What I indicated tonight to President Mubarak is my belief that an orderly transition must be meaningful, it must be peaceful, and it must begin now.
This seems to be a tipping point in a relationship which has deteriorated rapidly since the ousting of President Mubarak in February. Israel's called it a grave breach of diplomatic norms.
Is there anything that anybody outside of the borders of that country can or should do?
Well, we should have done a lot less, a lot sooner, because we're in the middle of this.
Today, I authorize the Armed Forces of the United States to begin a limited military action in Libya.
We intervened in Egypt, we intervened in Libya, and now we have regimes that are hostile to Israel. The Muslim Brotherhood is in Egypt, and Al-Qaeda is in Libya.
Should United States impose a no-fly zone over Libya? It is my opinion that we should not. It would be foolish, it would have a downside, and we should think very, very carefully before we go expanding the wars that we're already involved in.
I believe that any peace agreement between them will require mutually agreed adjustments to the armistice lines of 1949.
We believe the borders of Israel and Palestine should be based on the 1967 lines with mutually agreed swaps.
Obama says that Israel and its neighbors should have a discussion on treaties, and that the 1967 border should be the starting point. Who is he to interfere with something that's none of his business?
Ron Paul was one of the few that defended Israel when the Bush administration and again the Obama administration said that Israel should go back to its 1967 borders.
I believe that we shouldn't tell Israel what to do. They should decide where the borders are, and I think it's wrong. I certainly wouldn't dictate to Israel where their borders should be.
Ron Paul will give Israel the liberty she needs to decide what is best for her own national interests.
An American Jewish Ron Paul supporter recognizes that foreign aid is unconstitutional and has been used to prevent Israel from exercising its sovereignty.
If today Israel decided that it must launch an attack on Iran to protect its own people, which Republican candidate, aside from Ron Paul, would support that move without Israel, who is a sovereign nation, first receiving U.S. approval?
I am Zach Fivenson, an American Jew, and I support Ron Paul.
As an American Israeli Jew, I am proud to support Ron Paul.
My name is Anna, I'm Jewish, and I support Ron Paul.
My name is Ken Kaplan. I'm a strong supporter of Israel. Better to let Israel stand on its own 2 feet, which is what Ron Paul advocates.
I'm Walter Block. I'm Jewish. This is my endorsement for Ron Paul. I've known Ron for 3 decades.
We got to get the truth out. That is what we need. Ideas spread. They can't stop them. An idea whose time has come cannot be stopped by any army or any government.